It was, oh, here we go. Countdown.
Okay, let's get inside this game then for the World Cyber Games. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are underway then for the first map in this Fatality versus Stermy game. Group B from the Quake 4 1v1 Invitational. And just a couple of seconds in so far, Stermy hasn't been able to pick up that Mega House, so I guess switching over to Fatality, he has. Indeed, he has grabbed that Mega, so he had the better spawn of the two players. He's also picked up the yellow as well, and he'll just wait now up in this upper rail room and see whether his teammate will drop up there or not, or come down low. He did manage to hear a little bit of his movement down low, but wasn't able to land any of that LG. Fires off a right down to that low corridor where Stermy's just disappeared out of sight, and Fatality will clear up the map by collecting his third power-up, and is now totally stacked. 190, 145, having collected red, yellow, and Mega. He has everything under the rainbow right now.
Yeah, well, Stermy's not doing too bad himself. 100 and 145 for him as we turn our sights to him. The fatal one, though, downstairs trying to get the drop on him with that rocket launcher, as you see. Plenty of creeping right now. Stermy drops down. Where's Fatality for that one? Holy cow, he almost made it, but the LG coming out to finish the job. First kill right there for the fatal one, as he totally was waiting in the perfect spot to get that kill.
Absolutely right. He was waiting exactly the right place for that one, and Stermy completely taken by surprise. Usually you don't see these players too surprised, actually, with the open AL stuff they've got on these X5 cars they're using, and they don't get surprised that often, but there was one, and it was the perfect surprise LG. There's going to be another conversion kill come out from Fatality pretty quickly after that first kill, so that'll be 2-0 now, and that's a good start for Fatality. Stermy just trying to work out exactly where he's got to try and move himself. It's a bit like chess in a way. He's got to maneuver himself around this map to try and get himself in a position to be able to take the red or the yellow or the Mega. He's going to go down yet again from that shaft work from Fatality, and that's well, that's an easy third kill, and that's like a third round in CS or something. That's like, you know, he ecoed that round or something because he was easily taken down. He had nothing in the way of armor and nothing in the way of health, and just a shotgun for some comfort. Oh, rail in the back as well for Fatality. And that'll be 4-0. And Stermy right now looks very dizzy and looks all over the map. He hasn't actually got his presence around him at all. He's not moving around the map very well. Finally decides to get over towards that Mega health. And if he needs anything right now, it's definitely the Mega. Nice rail landed this time round. Mega spawned, and he lands a second rail, but he's going to have to land another 2 more if he wants to get the rail himself. And rail comes back from Fatality. Damages Stermy down to 3 health only. And just a couple of shards picked up for him. But at Rome, it's been a great start for the fatal one.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's turn our sights to Fatality as he's 4 frags in the lead right now. As the red armor spawns, that's going to be the battle. Nope, Fatality's going to go ahead and grab that one. 125 and 196 are his stats, as I'll turn mine over to Stermy so we can keep a lock on both these guys here. Stermy at 78 and 15. He's camping by the Mega spot. He went up there, and Fatality was totally ready with that rail, and now it's 5-0 here. After 3 minutes of competition, Fatal One definitely has the lockdown on Stermy here. Nice job so far for Fatality.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is as well, to make you absolutely aware of this, we've seen this before from Fatality. He has made a number of great starts against some of the big players, including Stermy at WSVG. We've seen it before, and you can't rule out Stermy at any time throughout this match. You know, there's so much time left. 11 minutes 55 remain. Another great round landed again, and Fatality did take a little bit of damage from Stermy that time round. He'll fire one rocket up into the sky towards that yellow. Nothing doing on that one, so he'll now switch his concentration towards that red armor. He's still pretty well stacked. Not a lot of health in terms of like 200, but he has 125 and 108 on the armor right now, having collected that red. And he'll just wait over in this corner. He's the masterman in terms of building a lead, protecting it, defending it, and playing defensively. And that's exactly what you're seeing very early on, I have to say. Maybe he's just trying to slow Stermy down. The worst thing you can do against this Italian is actually give him his head. Let him run right around the map, because if he does that, he can absolutely destroy you in a very short space of time. So Fatality trying to slow the pace down, doesn't want to force the issue, and he's just busy collecting the red right now. I mean, he doesn't have to move anywhere else. He's collected 2 of them in a row and hasn't moved for over 35 seconds.
Perfect example of the businessman in action here, as Fatality, a very calm and collected player, and everything that he does, he plans out beforehand. He's got a 5-frag lead right now, 5 minutes into the game, and if he continues at this pace, it'll be 15-0 when all's said and done. So, you know, he's perfectly content with where he's at, and he's going to stay consistent to his game here with the creeping and with keeping Stermy off guard. Let's go ahead and turn our sights to Stermy here, as he's very active, but here we go, getting busted by Fatality's LG. Stermy finishes the job with his own rocket, though, and he's going to lose a frag down to -1 here. Now off the spawn, Fatality's got the blaster out. He's going to feed a few, but two nice rails in a row there. Oh, was it one rail and one shotgun from Stermy?
Two shotguns in a row. They were actually brilliant shotguns. You know, sometimes with the shotgun spray, there's the conversion key will come out with the shaft. And sometimes with that shotgun, you land like 10 pellets, all land, all at the same time. They do devastating damage. Other times, you fire it all off and they spread like wildfire and they don't touch a thing. So it's just random sometimes with that shotgun. He got two of them, and I swear to God, he hit 100 damage with the first one, and maybe even 90 or something on the second one. Absolutely destroyed. Fatality down there. What it does do is, of course, it only gives Stermy one frag on the board, even though he's just taken two in a row, because he was down to -1 pretty much from that self-kill with the rockets. But there's a wonderful rail strike. Brilliant stuff from Stermy. He'll collect that mega health. That'll be his birthday present for that one. Wonderful stuff from him. And that's what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. You have to stop this guy running right, because when he's on fire and when he feels like he's got everything in hand, he can run the map and he run the strategy and he can absolutely destroy you in a very short space of time. He's just done that with 3 quick frags in a row. Suddenly, a 5-0 game after 5 minutes. A minute later, it's 5-2.
Yeah, you see these kind of swings, and we saw those kind of swings before with Toxic playing his previous round. He made a major comeback in the first round. We could see something like this. This map delaying, though, pretty hard to do so. Fatality gives Stermy the slip through the teleporter, and another one through as well, spamming those grenades back through to cover himself, as Fatality now has a lock on the rail spawn. He's got him up top there, and let's go ahead and switch our view over there, as Fatality 93 and 15 now, and Stermy at 59 and 122. So Stermy's got the red. Fatality, he's perfectly fine here in the middle, but nice LG work from Stermy. Gets the job done again, and that's 4 frags in a row for you, man. Stermy there, Red.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems to be, waiting for the precise times to strike, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. And chasing down with this LG for all love and money, but some good machine gun work, and it took a little bit longer than Stermy would have liked there, and he did lose a little bit of health. He's down to 102, lost all his armor in that fight. So actually, right now, even though Fatality's come off the spawn, he's got the advantage. Hyper Blaster using it Avec style inside the rail room, but he wasn't able to land enough to kill off his Italian partner, and he survives to come down low towards the LG. LG not there either, so he's being denied weapons right now. He has shotgun and hyper blaster, and that right now is just not what he wants to have in hand. He wants to get a few more weapons, and Stermy is denying him the opportunity to get either the LG or the random, and that's why you see Fatality just waiting down here by the yellow. Now makes that jump across again. He's gone down for the LG, and it's still not there. Stermy just busy running around the map picking up the weapons. I'm not going to give you anything right now. You can run and hide all you like, but you're not getting any weapons, he says. And like right there, you see it, 17 shotgun pellets and 61, and then finally grabs himself the rail. So now Stermy will know he'll have the rail. He has an ability to try and attack him. The next thing on his mind is that he's 5-4 up, but you know he's lost complete control of this map, and that hyper blaster is a sign of desperation as the rockets come in, and we have a tied game at 5-5, and we're almost exactly halfway through. So honours even all the way through, Rome.
Fatality certainly has his hands full here as he has lost control of the map. Let's get a lock on Stermy here as he's at 125 and 175, and his movement around the map is quite fast. As you can see, Fatality quite calm and collected moving.
Do you know what? It's so different as well, isn't it, from like 5 minutes ago when he was like moving really slowly, and it looked like he was all at sea and he didn't know what he was doing. No great rocket there from Stermy, but he really looked like he was stuck or something, or maybe his fingers were tied, or I don't know what it was, but he just wasn't moving with that same confidence and flow that he is now. He's got a few frags on the board.
Well, now that he's stacked 100 and 200 now, Stermy, you see him with the crouch turns there, gaining momentum. Close quarters action with Fatality, and Stermy finishes the job with his 3rd rocket in a row. That would be 9 frags in a row. 9. Count them. 9.
Yeah, I think Fatality probably is counting them right now, and with quite a bit of bitterness in his voice as well. 8-5 is secure then. 3 frags up for Stermy, the Italian, on home soil here in the Quake 4 1v1 as he lands another fantastic rail into the yellow room, and he'll drop down here, snag that red armor once more, and is fully stacked up, just on the chase right now. Actually, he didn't want to follow Fatality through the teleporter, and I think you probably know why. There's a point-blank range rail. That one was just out of nowhere. Stermy flew around the corner. Fatality came face-to-face with him, and if you could have had any weapon you wanted right then, it wouldn't have been the railgun. And yet, there it is. Pixel perfect from Stermy.
Absolutely. 10-5 is the score now. 5 frag lead for Stermy as he's got the hot hand after he gained control of the map, and he is not going to give it up without a fight. As you see Fatality cross map in this main room here, trying to get a couple rails going. Fatality did land one. Stermy down to 10 points of health here as the LG coming around the corner, but Stermy gibbing fatality out before he could get that kill. And now Stermy has control of that Mega, so he's back in better shape. LG on LG. Stermy with another kill. That's 13 in a row there, Red.
Yeah, 13 unlucky for some, and it's certainly unlucky for the American right now because he is absolutely being devastated to pieces. Stermy is in complete control of the map, complete control of the Mega Health, has total lockdown on the red and the yellow as well. And there's another wonderful LG strike as well. And 14 frags. There is just no stopping this Italian stallion right now because fatality, I mean, he played the perfect first few minutes. He played cagey, he had the first 5 frags on the board. There's nothing he had to do. He didn't have to run, he didn't have to hide. He could play the game how he wanted. He had full control. And at the time, it looked like Stermy was just like asleep or something at his desk because there's no way this guy was anything what we saw in the last 3 months. He was totally different. Another rail landed. And you know what? This is just a demonstration. It's a lesson he's digging out here to fatality. This is how you play Galang.
Yeah, fatality's got a lot of work to do here as he's been being given a clinic here by Stermy on how to play Quake 4. Fatality now receiving a little bit more of the shaft from Stermy and off the spawn a little more there. And that would be 17 frags in a row. Stermy doing a great job right now, anticipating the spawns of Fatality, and unfortunately, Fatality not having the best of luck with these spawns here. Is rail-on-rail action. Fatality mid-level, and Stermy down low here, and it's just dodging and firing here from both of these gentlemen. And Stermy connecting the most here is Fatality down to 63 and 0. Stermy still in real good shape, 133 and 24. There's that LG coming out from Stermy yet again. And look at that. Oh, unlucky spawn for Fatality. He's going to go down again, and Stermy just on the most consistent of the conversion frags
double kill comes up though. There's Stermy in with the LG, and Fatality gets one back thanks to the Hyper Blast to spam off the spawn. But you know what? He's just not getting any luck off the spawns. I mean, that was 3 times he's been killed down at LG spawn just by the fact that Stermy stood in that hallway and spammed off some random Hyper Blaster stuff, and then either finished him off with the rail or the rockets. I mean, you know, take your pick. He can choose his weapons right now. How he kills him. That's how easy this map has become for him. And you wouldn't have thought that in the first few minutes of this game. Fatality gets another one back on the board done. Hey, you know, this one's not done and dusted just yet, he says. 3.5 minutes, well, 3 minutes 15 remaining. 20-7 is the score. 13 frags is, well, I think it's just a little bit too far out of reach, especially as the way Stermy's been playing for this last 10 minutes. It's just been absolutely one-way traffic. No reply whatsoever. Another great round from Stermy down low. They were both down low, and they both, well, neither of them were particularly stacked, but Stermy has that control on the red armor. Next port of call for him, Mega Health Ledge. That's exactly where he's headed right now. Lands a brilliant rail on the spin and the turn as well. And Fatality did land some shotgun damage, but not enough for him. And there it is. Stermy survives once more the attack from Fatality. And although he's only at 68 health left, he won't want to get into a fight here. Well, actually, yes, he will. And yes, he'll win another one. Unbelievable stuff. Stermy's just being really aggressive right now, and Fatality can't cope with it.
Yeah, Fatality's got his hands full, and this game is all but over now in the final 3 minutes of this matchup. I'm going to go ahead and call the rest of this garbage time, as Stermy is not going to give Fatality an inch for the remainder of this map. Fatality's got to regroup here before the second map. Would you presume that this is Stermy's map here? You know, I would
have thought this was probably Stermy's map pick, and we'll see what John picks. I think maybe Fatality will pick Placebo. I'm not sure. I mean, he hasn't been playing particularly well on it recently, but you know, there was a time when Placebo first came out. He hardcore practiced that map, and he was pretty much, you know, he was decent on it. I think some of the other players seem to have practiced it even more now and are just edged ahead. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what map 2 could have. Frantic. I got a feeling we might get either Monsoon or Placebo. A great air rocket there from Stermy. Bounce Fatality up and then hit him with the second one. He'll survive the onslaught from the machine gun off the spawn as well and grab another kill with the LG. And you know, despite the fact this is garbage time, this is also movie frag time from Stermy.
Yeah, style point definitely being awarded to Stermy here as a couple of nice mid-airs are happening. Fatality getting a late frag here is just going to do nothing but make the score look a little bit better here. 25-8, still quite out of control in favor of the European. And Fatality, you know, gets the conversion there off the spawn, but it's too little too late for the man, as we're going to head into the second round with Stermy up by 1 map.
Yep, absolutely. Best of 3 maps in this 1v1 Quake 4 Invitational here at the World Cyber Games in Monza, Italy. 2006, of course, marks the return of the 1v1 FPS. We're all pretty glad to see it back. And more so than the Quake 4 community and these players, of course. The thrill of playing at the World Cyber Games Finals cannot be underestimated, and every one of these players wanted to be here. Calder wanted to be here too, absolutely. but he couldn't be. But I certainly want, we've had a great replacement in Fox as well, that's for sure. We've seen some great stuff from him today already, and tomorrow you'll be able to see all of the Quake 4 1v1 action as well as the grand final as well from the main stage. I mean, I'm looking forward to it already. It doesn't matter who's through. I mean, you know, the fact is we've got Fox and Toxic have already gone through pretty much. Stermy, if he wins this one, he's definitely through as well, and I believe Socrates might be going through in the other half as well. So, you know, 4 great players through to the semi-final.
There it is, and the final 20 seconds of the game will tick down. Final score could be 28-9, but there's plenty of time to get another frag in here by one of these players. Stermy gets the
nice
job
prediction.
done there, and it's 29-9 here with 5 seconds remaining. Somebody might squeeze one in here, but highly unlikely as the final score of this first round. Oh, it happened.
We got a double kill right at the end. I don't think fatality counted that one. Yeah, he says gotcha, he says, and he did get him, but he didn't get the frag on the board. It was 30-9 when the buzzer went, but that's an impressive first map from Stermy. Rome, what do you think with that? I mean, you know, fatality started off so well, and he had a 5 frag lead. He seemed to be doing everything right, and actually Stermy looked pretty rough, I have to say. That first 3 minutes, it was like he'd been out the night before and had a few drinks and woken up and thought, where the hell am I? Well,
I think the stats speak for themselves here. Stermy shooting over 40% rail and almost 40% with that LG. The hit scan is on for him right now at this LAN event. Fatality not even close, averaging 30% in each. And as we take it to the second round, Red, I expect more of the same out of Stermy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it doesn't matter what map we're going to go to. It's going to have an LG on, and when it has an LG on it, Stermy has a chance. It's as simple as that. We're going to wrap this one up then, and we'll be back in the next couple of seconds for the second map from the World Cyber Games Finals.